Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to a brand new video. Hopefully you guys are all doing well today. In today's video, we're going to be discussing one of the headline features in GTA 6 that has not been talked about by Rockstar yet, but will make a massive difference into how we play open world games. This has never been done before in an open world game, especially to an extent of a GTA game, and the feature that we're going to be discussing today is going to be custom building interiors for the entire open world map. Allegedly, they're in production and they are planned to be coming, so today we're going to be discussing exactly what that looks like and what you can expect from it. Now, before we get into all of that, make sure to drop a like rating on this video to show your support, as well as subscribe down below for more daily videos just like this. But first off, here is today's shoutout of the day, and right fast into the actual video. So today's shoutout of the day goes to a really awesome website known as eWorldTrade. Now, eWorldTrade is the best online business-to-business portal to connect with international manufacturers and worldwide wholesale suppliers. Now, graphics cards over the past year or so have been in very high demand, and it's been extremely difficult to find graphics cards, especially for new PC builds. At the moment, eWorldTrade has over 1,000 product listings for graphics cards from all over the world. And best of all, you can buy these graphics cards in bulk, save one for yourself if you'd like, and then sell the rest on the side for a nice profit. It's a really great platform that I recommend you check out, so make sure to click the first link in the description down below to check out eWorldTrade and see their amazing selection of graphics cards today. But with that being said, and without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into this video. So many people actually don't know this fun fact, but actually one of the big features that Rockstar wanted to include in GTA 5 was enterable buildings and building interiors for nearly every single building in the game. That means if you saw any type of building, whether it's a hotel, a business, or really anything else in the game, you'll be able to go up to it, open the door, and enter it without any loading screens, and each one will have its own custom interior. Now that in itself is a very big task to do, and one of the main reasons why Rockstar didn't do it is because of hardware limitations on the PS3 and Xbox 360. Creating an open world map like GTA 5 is already difficult as it is, and adding building interiors that need to be rendered in real time without any loading screens adds to the complexity quite a bit. Now, I'm sure Rockstar could have implemented this in a similar way that Fallout 4 did, where you go up to a building and then there is a very quick loading screen as you load into the interior. However, that unfortunately does take away from the immersion quite a bit, and that is probably the reason why Rockstar ended up canning this feature and not releasing it at the end. Now, the reason why we're discussing it today is because GTA 6 is allegedly going to bring this feature back, and it's actually going to happen this time around. Now, every GTA game has its own special feature that Rockstar likes to highlight as the showcase upgrade. For example, in GTA 5, the showcase feature upgrade was definitely the 3-character system for single player. This was never done before in a single player game, it was implemented incredibly well, and it certainly was one of the really interesting quirks about GTA 5 that was really not ever seen in the industry before. The quirk and upgrade in GTA 6 is likely going to be these building interiors. Every building inside the game is going to have its own interior, and you're going to be able to enter it, exit it, and move around within it without any loading screens, which is pretty incredible. Now, according to Test Funds, as all of you know, is a super reliable source for GTA information, he did say that the development team is trying to make quote-unquote most interiors accessible for GTA 6, so it seems like based on his wording that Rockstar is trying to make most buildings accessible in GTA 6, but not all of them. I'm curious which buildings are going to be accessible and which ones won't, and why some of them won't be accessible. A lot of questions have yet to be answered in terms of this, but honestly, if there's one company that can pull off a quality open world map with actual interiors of buildings that need no loading screens to enter within, Rockstar is the company to do it. The PS5 and Xbox Series X both have extremely quick solid-state drives, and they should be more than quick enough to load in these building interiors in real time, and I'm honestly really hoping that this happens. Now at the moment, we really don't have much information besides this post from test funds, but I wanted to make you aware regardless because this is obviously a very important development and this could be the highlight feature for GTA 6. Now there's one more feature from GTA 5 that was canned and never released, and that was a feature where every single pedestrian in the game would pretty much have their own virtual life. In theory, if you were to follow a pedestrian around from GTA 5, you would see them wake up, you would see them go outside, walk to get their morning coffee, go to their job, maybe go out for lunch, and then head back home at the end of the day and park their car. This was the original plan for Rockstar, to have every single character have pretty much their own virtual life. However, this ended up being canned as well. Likely the reason for this was simply the complexity of it, but the good news is that Rockstar did bring this back in Red Dead Redemption 2 a couple of years later, and while every character doesn't really have their own life per se, a lot of characters do have a cycle of events that they go through, so if you were to follow a character around, it will look quite realistic, and you can see them go around town, go to work, and it's pretty much a smaller version than what Rockstar was planning for GTA 5 originally. So while Rockstar is likely working on bringing back the interior feature that was originally canned from GTA 5, it's very possible that they're also working on bringing back this really awesome pedestrian AI system, and if that does in fact come true, that will be a very nice upgrade to the world and realism of the GTA series. Now, one more improvement that is worth noting that is likely being made for GTA 6 that is going to have a substantial improvement on the realism and just overall gameplay of how the game plays is going to be the AI system for all of the vehicles on the roads. Right now in GTA 5, the way the vehicles work is that they're pretty much on an invisible railroad and they're traveling on these invisible tracks all around the map. If you do take a car off of the road, then it does have some very light AI to try to bring itself back on the road, but if you take it far enough, then it simply doesn't know where to go, and that is exactly what happens when you ram a car off the road and you see that it cannot get back. According to some information we've been hearing for a while now, it seems like that Rockstar will be implementing some better AI for the vehicles in GTA 6, so unlike GTA 5, they are not going to be traveling on a predetermined path and it's going to be more random, and then when you knock a vehicle off of the road, or if it tends to spin out or whatever it is, they're able to get back on the road smarter and it's going to look a lot more realistic as it does in real life. So overall, just a ton of really important in real world improvements that will be made to GTA 6, but I want to hear from you in those comments down below. Which of the improvements that we discussed in this video are you most looking forward to? Are you looking forward to the new building interiors, the new pedestrian AI system, or the new vehicle AI system? Let me know what your thoughts are and what you're looking forward to in those comments down below because I really want to hear from you guys. But either way, if you enjoyed today's video and you'd like staying updated on the latest GTA 6 and GTA series news, let me know by dropping a like rating on this video, as well as subscribe down below if you haven't already with those bell notifications on so you're always notified whenever I upload a brand new video. But either way, thank you again for tuning in today, I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you tomorrow with another video just like this. But until then, have an awesome day and I'll be sure to talk to you guys then.